Welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name's Gabi.
And I'm Charlotte.
And you may be thinking to yourself, am I experiencing deja vu, or have you guys already filmed the 2024 Kia Sorento EX?
Twice.
The answer is yes. We have filmed it, but this time we're combining two very fun videos, putting them into one. That way you can just watch this one and be done with it. So Charlotte, we're doing a full walkthrough of this car, right?
Absolutely.
We're going to talk about the specs, the features, and the price, but what else are we going to do?
We're also going to see how this vehicle measures up on the road, and we're actually going to go and take it for a test drive.
So we're going to drag race this family SUV. Just kidding. We're just going to take it around our typical test drive route and document some of the functions that are on this vehicle. Of course, they're very easy for us because we use them every day, but kind of into a viewer's perspective, whether you think it's easy or not to use the driver safety features that come with this car. So, Charlotte, shall we get into it, or is there anything else we should say before we go do so?
I think we should probably touch on the fact that if you see that sign behind us, it says the Brantford Kia Studio, which actually shows where myself and Gabi are located. We're here at Brantford Kia, and we actually have not one, not two, but 3 stores that are in our dealer group. So if you're watching these videos just because you want to learn more tips and tricks about your Kia or Hyundai, or if you actually want to get into a Kia or Hyundai of your dreams, let us help you do so.
Absolutely.
Gabi and I are here at Brantford Kia, but we also have Brantford Hyundai and Owen Sound Hyundai. So if you want to get into one of their cars, let us set you up with them if you live in Ontario.
All right, let's get into it. So we'll start off with the walkthrough, and we'll make things a little bit more simple than usual. However, if there's something we're missing or you want us to go over, let us know in the comments. Because this is a live stream, we can actually see what you guys have to say.
And do we do a dedicated Q&A at the end of the video?
We do. We'll probably end up doing this one inside the car, if that's all right with you guys. But we do have a Q&A period. So first things first, the Kia Sorento. This is a 3-row SUV. It comes in either a 6 or 7-seater configuration. The model we're showcasing here today is called the EX, and you're only able to get this with the 6-seater option. But that's not that bad. I would definitely recommend going to this trim level because number one, the powertrain. So this is a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged gasoline engine. It has a horsepower output of 281 and torque of 311. So if you're wondering why I want to drag race this family SUV, that's the reason. Not only that, so paired to your turbocharged engine, we get an 8-speed dual clutch transmission. If you've never driven a dual clutch before, it definitely has a more robust feel. So it might feel a bit choppy at first, but you'll really appreciate those quick gear shifts, and it is extremely efficient. It's actually slightly more efficient on the highway than the regular naturally aspirated Kia Sorento, so you get more power and more efficiency.
Now, if people are worried about a dual clutch, have we done a video on dual clutch best practices?
Absolutely. Now, when it comes to actually driving your vehicle, you still only have a brake and a gas pedal. So don't worry, there's no 2 extra clutch pedals. It still operates like a regular automatic, and there's a couple extra things you should know about it, so watch our video. All right, when it comes to the headlights, this is the refreshed Sorento. So we got a brand new look, but we still have a signature LED daytime amber running light. For the actual projection light or the headlight beam, it is projection style, just like I said. I said that 2 times. And essentially, it's going to be different than what you'll get in the entry-level Kia Sorento. It's going to be more focused on the road, and will have a lot less glare towards other drivers. So if you don't want to be one of those bright LED drivers blinding everybody, this is the Sorento to get. Now, we also have front parking sensors, and don't worry, that also extends onto the rear. And standard on the Kia Sorento, we now have forward collision avoidance, lane keep assist, and smart cruise control. So you can turn your cruise control on, and your vehicle will take you to a complete halt if you hit stop and go traffic. It's pretty darn smart, if you ask me. Another one of my favorite things about this specific trim level actually comes down to the wheels. So wheels aren't necessarily a make or break on cars because they're one of the easiest things to change about a vehicle. However, the stock wheels are pretty nice.
Yeah, those are good.
They're really, really nice. So 20-inch alloys, big upgrade if you're comparing it to the Sorento LX, which actually does not have very nice wheels at all. But again, easiest thing to change on a car. The Sorento is a lovely vehicle, and we'll document that when we actually hit the road. I will also point out here in Canada, all Kia Sorentos are standard with all-wheel drive, so it doesn't matter what trim you're looking at, you're getting a phenomenal all-wheel drive system that does have a front-wheel drive bias. Now, that's not to say it's always front-wheel drive. Whenever the vehicle detects a little bit of extra care or attention needed, it will kick in that rear wheel power and give you that all-wheel drive that you're looking for. Now, if you want to have a little bit more manual control, there is a terrain mode in this vehicle. You can switch between snow, mud, and sand. So you can always play around with it and see what works best for you based on your driving. For the body, this is called our wolf gray color. It's something that's very, very striking, but never actually pictures well in our video bay. In real life, this is very similar to Audi's Nardo gray, so it's a sporty, cool look. I think it looks really nice with these wheels. It looks even better when you go to the X-Line or X-Line Limited trims where you get some dark accents, but still very, very sleek color, and it stands out from the rest of the cars out on the road. The body is going to be generally the same no matter what trim level you're going to get. If you move to the X-Line, that's where you'll get those raised roof rails and whatnot. Here is something that's a big change. So in the past, you had to go to a really high trim level in the Kia Sorento to get the power liftgate. This is one up from our entry, and we already have a smart power liftgate that also responds to proximity. So if I were to walk up to this car and had the key on me, it'll automatically open, making everything hands-free.
My parents who are watching this now or watching this in the future, this has very quickly become one of my favorite features, and I'd say it's almost a non-negotiable for me, especially like what Gabby said is I love that it utilizes proximity, because if I'm carrying my daughter, if I'm carrying groceries, and I'm able to just walk up and it will open, that way I can put everything into the back, that's a huge game changer, and that is way more convenient than, you know, trying to lift it up myself or even maneuvering myself under to hit the button.
And it is height adjustable too, so if you're a shorter driver or taller, you can adjust it as needed and it will stay at that setting until you reset it.
And if you don't like the proximity key, because John, I see you, you can also turn it off, that way you can just be in control of the button.
So typically here at the dealership, we always have it off because you can imagine we have keys on us a lot and we walk beside cars a lot. We don't want them constantly opening and closing. It's typically shut off here, but we can always turn it on for you guys when you do purchase a vehicle from us. It's one of the complimentary things we do here.
Oh.
Now back here, you can get a closer look at the seating configuration. And as I mentioned, on the EX, you're gonna get a 6 seating option. So that means in our second row, we have captain's chairs, which adds a little bit more comfort and definitely a more unique experience, especially if you have kids that maybe don't get along so well, they don't want to sit right beside each other. You also get armrests.
Not the fighting kids.
The fighting kids, me and my brother. You do get armrests as well too, so it is definitely a more comfortable experience for your second row passengers. And then we have our 2 seats in the back, which is standard for the Sorento. When it comes to a spare, the vehicle has it. It's actually located underneath the vehicle itself. And fun fact, Tim's wife, so you guys all know Tim, his wife Kim, no, I'm not making this up, actually purchased this vehicle. So it's still kind of staying in the Brantford Kia family, and she made a great choice. It's a really nice car. We do have our kit for the spare right over here, so just your jack. But like I said, the wheel is actually wheel tire is located underneath the car. We do
some
have
nice Sorento accessories too.
Kia branded accessories. We'll close this up, and a couple more things I'll point out about the Sorento. This specific trim level can tow 2,000 pounds when properly equipped, but if you need something that handles a little bit more based on your lifestyle, the Sorento offers all the way up to 4,500 pounds of towing capacity if you get the X Pro. So there's truly a Sorento for any kind of lifestyle. If you want a more rugged look, you can get that. If you want something more basic, you can get the LX. EX adds a little more power, a little bit more luxe touches. So there's really a lot in the Sorento.
Does it have trailer pre-wiring?
Yes. Price point. So it's $42,975. That's the MSRP of this specific trim. Of course, the LX, which is just under it, will be a little bit more affordable, but it can also go up a little bit higher too. This is definitely the trim to get, though I will say it offers a lot of tech, a lot of features and comfort. So Charlotte will talk more about the comfort when we hop inside. Charlotte, take it away.
All right. So I'll give this over to Gabby. I love again that we're utilizing a proximity key on this vehicle, which means you have keyless entry. So you can just simply hit that little black pad and you're able to get in your vehicle and also lock it. When we hop in, we do have a leatherette seating. And also we have a power driver seat, which actually does come standard for the Sorento. So even on the LX, you're getting that very nice feature. But again, you've got your regular 6-way power adjustable, but you also have 2-way lumbar support. So tons of great ways where you are able to configure your seat. That way it's nice and comfortable for you. When it comes to our door panel, we're gonna have a mix of soft touch leather, some more of this graphite or gunmetal type chrome, electronically controlled mirrors as well. For our driver's window, we have an express window that's also obstacle detecting, and then also just regular automatic windows. We do have just a regular sound system in this vehicle. I do believe it's 6 speakers. I can't quite remember though, if I'm being completely honest, but maybe we can do a count as we comb around. I'll just show over here that you're also going to have your brightness adjuster, your control for your tailgate, and also if you'd like to turn off your traction control. I'll have Gabby come around and we can talk some more about some features.
Guys, I think the powertrain alone is enough reason to get the EX over the LX on the Sorento, but let me know. Charlotte, what do you think? Would you go up to this trim just for the powertrain alone?
For the powertrain and the tailgate.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was buffering there. Speaking of buffering, if you don't want something to buffer, you should make sure that you download our podcast on all streaming platforms.
Wow,
That was
shameless promo.
That was my attempt at a segue. But something I absolutely love about this vehicle has got to be the 2 screens that it has equipped. So we have a 12.3-inch screen here, which is going to be operating with our new CCNC software. So you can stream mine and Gabby's podcast on wherever you get your podcasts. Now also, I'll show you guys what it looks like with our new CCNC software. And I love how you can customize this. You can move these icons around. And then also you can do a drop down, which you can customize to how you'd like as well. So tons of different ways that you're able to use this. I love how big these are, making things very easy to find and also easy to touch if you are driving, because obviously you don't want to direct too much attention to your screen. You want to keep your eyes focused on the road. But having a 10-degree slant is certainly going to help that feel a little bit more driver focused while still friendly for the passenger to use. Now in front of me, we have a 4.2-inch screen, so a little bit smaller, but you can, beside that, you can see our digital speedometer and tachometer as well. And we're operating with some simplified graphics. And this screen in the center, again, you're going to be able to see your vehicle quick specs, cycle through them. Also your safety control, so if you're using your smart cruise control, lane keep assist, you'll be able to see it from there. And that power distribution, as Gabby mentioned, if you want to see when you're getting a little bit of kick in from the rear, you can simply use that screen. So tons of different ways to look at your settings and also configure them for yourself. Some other items, of course, that we're going to have on here is going to be your fuel gauge, temperature gauge, outside temperature, mileage, distance to empty, stuff like that too. You'll also have a way to check if the rear seatbelts are going to be in use, which again is great if you have arguing kids back there who are fighting about having their seatbelt undone. So this vehicle is all about arguing kids, apparently. When it comes to your steering wheel, it's got one, and it is leather wrapped. It's also going to be heated, so it's very nice and comfortable. Again, a feature I love. Driving controls, lane keep assist, lane follow assist, smart cruise control, and driving or media control, so media mode, virtual assistant, everything along those lines here. I already talked about the screen, so I guess I will talk about the mirror. We do have Homelink integrated, so if you do have a garage door opener, up to 3 of them, I don't even have 1 of them, but you are actually able to set it up that way you can access it from your mirror. So that's going to be Kia's Homelink. And then down here, this is probably a hot topic, but this is going to be your switchable infotainment / climate control cluster. So from here, this is set to climate, or sorry, no, it's not. Media, but then you also have some of your quick climate controls like front and rear defrost, recirculated air, and also auto climate. Now, something I do love is the inclusion of the search function, which is new for our CCNC. So from here, you can actually search features in your setup, contacts, different media, and if you do have navigation, you would be able to search a point of interest from this point too. Now, this vehicle is not equipped with that. You would have to go up in trims for that. But if you do switch it, you can, of course, take a look at your climate. And the nice thing is, even though this is the EX, which is only one up from the base, you have auto or dual zone climate control, meaning I can set my climate, Gabby can set hers, or you can simply sync them, and everyone can be nice and comfortable in this vehicle.
You know what's even better about the climate on this car?
Oh, tell me.
So it's got Kia's Kia Connect system, allowing us to not only start, lock, unlock, whatever, just check on our car from our phone. Can start it with the preferred climate, so if it's a nice hot summer day, turn on your AC before you get in there. Your leather seats won't feel so hot, and you will be much happier.
If you do want hot leather seats, don't worry. It does have heated seats though.
Yes.
Driver and passenger. And also on the topic of Kia Connect, that not only comes standard on the LX, so of course it's going to be in this vehicle too, but all vehicles for the Sorento, I don't know why I said it like that, also have integrated remote start. And with that remote start is you can start from the key fob, meaning if you do not want to continue with a Kia Connect, oh, the key fob's right there. I was looking for it earlier. Thank you. Meaning if you do not want to start it with Kia Connect, you can do it from the key fob, and you do not need a Kia Connect subscription to continue with this feature, which is excellent. I love that. Now down below, you do have options for connectivity or also for fast charging, whichever way you'd like it, and a wireless phone charger you can just slip in there. Now down here, leather-topped gear shift, those drive and terrain modes as Gabby mentioned. So from here you can cycle through the 4 different drive modes, Smart, Sport, Eco, and Normal, and our 3 different terrain modes, Snow, Mud, and Sand. And then heated steering wheel, auto hold, electronic parking brake, parking camera, auto hold, or not auto hold, idle stop and go, and your parking sensors. So a lot kind of going on in this area when it comes to your driving features. From here, when you do have the vehicle in reverse, of course your backup camera will come up with dynamic guidelines, and also it'll bring up this image of the car, and that's going to utilize the parking sensors. So if I were to drive forward or backwards and it detected anything, it would give me an alert in whether it in red, yellow, or green, letting me know the rough proximity to the item. Center console. You got space. Nice spot for change. There's some ASMR for you, maybe. Or just annoying, maybe. Oh, why is the flash on?
I didn't know we could do that.
Oh. Turn that off.
We've only been doing daily live streams for like 2 years
I know,
now.
it's so bad. Now, I absolutely love how this vehicle is set up. There's so much space when it comes to the second row, and a lot of that has to do, of course, with it being the 6-seater configuration. So captain's chair's back here, but I still have a dual USB-Cs. I have a rear vents. Hallelujah, that's a non-negotiable for me as well. I also have a 12-volt at the bottom. I've got a cargo pocket, also a leather pocket. Different pockets here too. Cup holders, tons of stuff going on back here. Third row, that's a little bit more of a bonus row, so it's going to be tighter in a seating configuration back there. Also because that's where you're going to primarily have your bigger hump. So it's still pretty low here, but here you can see the hump. So a little bit less leg room when it comes to the third row, but I think it's about time we hit the road. What do you think?
Absolutely, yeah. I will point out before we do so, it's super easy to get into the third row. So both Charlotte's seat and the seat over here will have a button here, folds the seat, lets it slide on the rails, and then you got this handy little step up. And yeah, the full 3 rows of mats are quite helpful.
They obscure everything.
Absolutely.
One thing I will note is if you do want to see a little bit more on the in-depth space review, we have done a video with the Sorento and put it up against the Sportage and show you the all areas of space that you would have in both of those vehicles. So check that out if you'd like.
All right, let's close this up and open our door. I wish we never found out that we could do this because I think we're going to be taking cars out all the time now. So, garage bay opened, dealer plate on. Charlotte, should we hit the road?
Let's hit the road.
Okay, don't worry, I won't be on my phone while driving. Charlotte will take the camera.
I feel like I probably won't even end up using my iPad, but it's fine. Won't you do that? We'll just use your phone. Safety first. Buckle up.
Okay, so it's a push to start, the keys inside. We'll just give her a start. Seat belt on. And I love a power seat. Woo! Okay. Ooh! Gotta make sure my seatbelt doesn't go on the mic.
Oh yeah. I think mine's okay. We driving. We driving.
That was a very tight exit.
We crashed.
We crashed. We crashed. Live stream, not clickbait. I'm just gonna move my mic.
Yeah, good idea. Now, we've never crashed a vehicle here, but did we have a part of the media team who did?
Oh. Yeah. Well, actually, which one?
Co-op.
Co-op. Okay, yeah, we had a co-op student. His name was Mark, and if you watch some of our videos from 2 years ago, you
would know Mark. We love Mark.
Love so much. He was the best. If you're watching this, come back, please. Truck with an extended box and extended cab. That thing was huge. School bus length. And he ripped the side of it on our garage bay door.
Yeah, so that was rough.
I felt really bad.
Guys, let us know how we're doing for quality.
Yes, let us know if you can't see us anymore.
Oh, well, people are saying it's dying out.
Nope. Okay. Oh, I probably should have just left it on the data.
Is it not?
Oh. I think it may be on the cellular service.
Okay, Chris is saying we're fine.
Okay.
Let's break up, but it's fine now. Thanks, guys.
All right, so first things first, you guys know I love the Sorento, especially with this powertrain. It is so much fun to drive.
Absolutely.
And it's hard to say something's fun to drive when we're talking about a 3-row SUV, but I can confidently say that in this Sorento. Seriously, amazing pickup. Right now we're in smart mode. Essentially, smart mode kind of flips you between all the other different drive modes. So if I'm driving efficiently, it's essentially an eco mode. If I'm pedal to the metal, it flips it into sport mode until I change the way I'm driving. Let's give it a little, it's got a nice roar to it too, you know?
Hopefully you guys can hear a little bit of the response.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a slug or anything like that. Sometimes vehicles of this size class can I feel a little bit sluggish, but again, feels very much planted when you are on the road, very comfortable. It doesn't feel like a gust of wind is going to blow you over.
Yeah. I'll demonstrate the steering assistance too. Now this might not be the best road for it because it's not really a marked road, but Charlotte, do you want to show the steering wheel real quick? I'm just going to show the button.
Once again, my excellent videography skills.
So this button, when I give it a push, I'm going to get an icon on my dash, and essentially it just turns the lane follow assist system on, and we'll now have an icon right over there, which is going to be a little bit hard to see.
So if you're also wondering why it looks like the dash is blinking, it's just because it is an LED. So it obviously does not perform like that in a real life. It's nice and crystal clear.
Yes.
Also, you can see those graphics in action where depending on your tachometer and also your speedometer, it actually will fill up those little hash marks.
Yeah.
So super cool.
So do you think we should try to fill up the entire graph? Or?
Definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, red line it. Go.
So we'll make a right over here, and then we should get onto a section of road where the car will actually see the lanes that we're on, and we can demonstrate the lane follow assist, which is arguably one of my favorite features in a vehicle. Favorite.
Guys, they're building a Costco. Zoran, here's the Linden Park Mall.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's changed. We now have a Sephora.
Yeah, that is an upgrade.
Yeah. There's World Gym. I used to go gym there.
Go gym.
Not anymore. Now I don't gym. Oh, we got a large truck.
Awesome. I love that for us.
Road noise is something that's definitely been approved upon on the Sorento for the newer year. I do find it's much more of a quiet ride. I guess it's as quiet as you make it, really. If you're in sport mode, flooring it all the time, you obviously will hear some stuff going on.
Yeah.
But I really do like this ride quite a bit.
This is your favorite powertrain, isn't it?
This is my favorite powertrain. Anything they put the 2.5 turbo into, I like. So K5 GT, love. Sorento, love. Santa Fe, love it. It's a really fun, responsive powertrain, and responsive and fun isn't something you typically hear in an SUV, like I said earlier, but it truly fits the bill for the Sorento, the turbocharged Sorento. So I do love that. You do have idle stop and go, which is some people are not so much a fan of it. I don't mind it. I do feel like it's not too noticeable in this car. It's very noticeable in something like a heavy-duty truck, but the SUV hides it pretty well. If you have music on, you probably won't even be able to tell anyway. So let's show that lane follow assist now. I'm just gonna move over to the left.
Do you want the camera on your dash?
No.
Okay.
But if I take my hands off the wheel, my vehicle will still follow suit. So it will provide steering assistance. And after a while of me not giving any input, the car will remind me, hey, I'm not a full self-drive. Make sure you're paying attention. You gotta put your hands back on the wheel. For smart cruise control, it's quite nice. So like I mentioned, it takes you all the way up to complete halt. There's no stoplights around us, and we're already approaching the Kia store again. But it is quite a fun function. If you'd like to see a video just dedicated to that, don't worry, we've done it. And yeah, so all the way to a complete halt and then right back up to speed again. You can choose between 4 different following distances too. So if it's something that you're a little bit uncomfortable with, give yourself a little extra room and the vehicle will respond accordingly. It's, as I said, smart. All right, let's pull back into our bay. Actually, let's show you what the front parking sensors look like. So do you want to flip it onto the screen?
I would love to.
So we're going to pretend to drive right into the wall. And if I was Tim, I wouldn't just pretend, I would actually do it.
This is very true.
So check that out.
So you can see it on there. And then also, if you pull up the rear view camera, you can see it on the front here.
Yep. And then as I go to reverse the car and move my steering wheel, those are your
dynamic guidelines.
Yeah, so they'll move with me, showing me where the rear end of the vehicle is going to wind up. Just put it into park, turn it off. Where is it? There we go.
Yeah.
That was a little awkward. All right, but let's answer some questions, I guess.
Let's answer. Do you want to do it in here or outside?
I think in here is fine. I don't have an iPad or anything.
Okay, that's okay. You want mine? If I'm holding this?
Sure.
Treat ya.
What's your password?
5683.
Y'all heard that? 5683. Okay.
Have you heard anything about the 2024 Sonata steering wheel recall? So a couple of the 2024 Sonatas were built. They're supposed to have the heated steering wheel with them. However, there were a couple units that were built without it. I do believe there has been a corrective action mentioned or put out. But yes, it will be rectified if it has not already.
Sorry, it's just not connected back to the Wi-Fi yet.
Live, laugh, love that.
Is there a hybrid version? You better believe it.
Yes,
so not only is there a hybrid, there's a plug-in hybrid too. They're not easy to get.
No.
But they exist.
Do we think that we're going to see a ton of them for 2024? No.
No, I don't think we'll see any.
I don't think we're going to see any.
No, none for 2024. We should be getting them in the 2025 model year, which is actually when the Sorento will get a refresh for the hybrid plug-in hybrids. Tim's desk on the other side of that wall. That's actually my desk on the other side of the wall, and Tim reversed a Sea-Doo into it while I was working at my desk.
So that was good.
I thought I was gonna die. Is Kia coming out with a truck? Yes, they are actually.
So that'll be the Tasman. They have released a couple teaser videos and some teaser images. All of them have had custom liveries on them, so you haven't gotten a good look at what the body is going to look like. But very excited to see what that is. I've had a couple people asking about it already.
Can you turn off the annoying turn signal sound?
The turn signal sound?
No.
No, you can, you can make it stop. Just you have to be a little bit more mechanically inclined for that.
Wait, stop the spinning.
I think it was me with the camera.
Oh. Gabby's having way too much fun. That's the Sorento difference. Honk the horn. I don't know. Honk the horn. If you think Gabby's driving is impressive, you should see her ride a horse.
Gabby, are you, operating with a different type of horsepower now?
Yes, I'm actually testing out this new kind of horsepower. Some will say it was the original kind. Yep, I have a horse named Griffin. He's quite the animal.
He's a good boy.
13 horsepower. Let's see.
Trying to read on the screen too.
Apparently the Linden Park Mall sidewalk sale is on now.
Oh, good.
Zoran requested we drive to Xander's patio.
Oh, yes.
I don't think we'll be doing that, but okay. I don't know. Any questions about the Sorento, you guys?
Let us know what you
Please.
think. Like scrolling.
Gabby's working his online shopping. Well, yeah, we're not really getting any real comments, Charlotte.
I'm terrified.
I think maybe we'll end off today's live stream. Now, if anyone's watching this in the future and has any car questions, please let us know. Chris actually asked, where's the test drive? Just happened. We want to do a full in-depth test drive of every car that we get pretty much. It's just a matter of getting some that aren't sold.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to drive a sold vehicle. But, what? Oh, yeah, this one's literally sold.
This one is sold. This is Tim's wife's Kim's car, just to reiterate that, and
Yes.
we did get permission to drive it today. So,
But if you guys want to see something a little bit more, out there, let us know. And maybe we can. Let's see. Is there no more AC in the third row? Yeah, there's no.
No, not for this vehicle.
This new Sorento looks good, and the new headlights make it look better. I agree. I love the look of the previous Sorento, but I think this one's just that much more gooder.
More gooder. Amen.
And we already answered that.
Yep, no AC in the third row, unfortunately.
Yep. Griffin's port back. Wish him a speedy recovery. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you on tomorrow's video. And don't forget to leave a like if you're still on. It really helps out the channel.
Absolutely.
And be sure to let us know of any vehicle requests, too. As long as we've got them, we will film them.
We will do it. All right.
Bye.